Hi, TikTok. I am going to try to record my training for the Appalachia Trail. Today I am doing 6 miles on a little trail near my house. My hike's going to start here. I'm going to record mostly just by taking pictures and showing you guys the adventure along the way. So we're going to start by conquering a pretty steep hill, and I'll get you guys in a bit. So just to be straight, I've been training to do the Appalachia Trail for the better part of probably 2-3 months now. It's been a dream of mine to do for a while. I love the woods, I love hiking, but I've never really done like really long hikes. You know, I'll hike maybe 2-3 miles and then camp for a night and then come back home. So I'm learning how to forage, I'm learning how to make fires, carry weight, and learn how to really walk, you know, for a long period of time. So 6 miles, this is gonna be pretty big for me. I was gonna camp out tonight, but it's Easter. So we're not gonna camp, we're just gonna hike out there and hike back. So it's 3 miles there, 3 miles back. I'm just gonna do one round trip. Just gonna try to take some pictures along the way and just keep you guys posted. Like I said, this has been a huge dream of mine. It probably won't be a couple of years before I try to actually take on Appalachia. Because I've got a lot of work to do. But I'm excited to bring you along the way. I've been doing a lot of just random little paved trails. Finally, the weather broke. It's about 70 degrees today, I think. And we're starting to look like spring. So we're gonna try to find some wild forageables and just enjoy the hike. This hill's really steep. I wish the camera didn't flatten everything out so much. Whew, that was a climb. All right, well, I still got a long ways to go till I'm to the top of this first hill. So I'm gonna stop breathing heavy on y'all, and I'll pick this back up when I get up there, unless I find something really cool. So I climbed the hill. I still got another hill here to climb, right there. But I've never taken this path before. I don't know where it goes. If I keep walking straight, it's about 3 miles to Rock City State Forest, which is where I was headed. But I kind of want to see where this goes. So we're gonna follow it instead. That's what it's all about, adventure, right? If I get lost, I got a week's worth of supplies in this backpack. So I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You know, some of you may know, I was in the armed forces. I was in the United States Army Infantry. So I've done a lot of walking. I've done 12-mile rucks, 6-mile rucks, a lot of training. But one major thing was, it was a lot of weight for me. It was a lot of miles for me. And by the end of it, I was shot. You know, I was done. Big hill coming up. So I wanted to find a way that I could do this, make relatively good time, and not destroy my body, you know, like not just be exhausted by the end of the day, you know, be able to pitch a tent, build a fire, and just relax and have it be worth it. And the military, it never seemed worth it. It just was pain. I ended up hurting my back. So I've been in physical therapy for a couple of years. And, you know, I'm just kind of starting to get back on my feet, you know. So, oh, deep mud, deep mud. What do? I get right back out and do something that could hurt me. You know what? Oh man, life is about taking risks sometimes. And it is just so beautiful up here. It is amazing. I don't know how well the camera shows. This just drops down to a creek down there. I just went through that mud pit. And we're heading this way. And it is just a beautiful New York summer day in the middle of spring. You know, it's snowing last week, so I'll take it. Also, the long hair in the beard is also because I hated having to cut my hair and beard every single day in the military. So I'm kind of in my rebel stage, just growing everything out. I'm sure there's other veterans out there who can relate. Maybe not. Maybe they think I'm a pussy. I don't care though. I'm just being me. But anyways, oh, there's a bird up there. I'm gonna stop recording and try to get a picture of him. All right, so we're gonna stop in this little shady pine grove just for a second because if you guys didn't know, these little pine nettles are edible. You can eat these. They don't got much taste to them. A little sweet, tastes like pine. But you can also render these, and you can make teas out of them and sodas. You got to be careful because there's got a natural yeast in there. You put sugar to make it carbonated. If you let it sit too long, it'll turn into beer. In my personal opinion, pine beer doesn't taste great. Maybe someone else it tastes awesome. But I don't like it. I haven't quite nailed pine soda yet. But there's something you can always try. You just get a little sealed bottle. I'll try to take a picture of mine when I get home. And you get some pine nettles, white pine, blue pine, evergreen, whatever you want to use, really. And put it in a bottle. Put like maybe 2 tablespoons of sugar in there and some water, or sap even instead of sugar. And you just let it ferment for a couple of days to get carbonated, and boom, you got pine soda or pine beer if you let it sit too long. You gotta be careful though, because you can overpressure it pretty easy if you put too much sugar. Alrighty, well, here. That's a long enough break. Let's get moving. Alright, we've come to another fork in the road. I can see a pretty big tree in the way up here on top of this one. So I don't think I'm gonna go that way. I'm pretty sure that would take me right back up to the other trail I was on. So we're gonna take the other one and see where it goes. We were pretty far down this trail that I took that I don't know where it leads. So we're just gonna keep going. There's a big old fat gray squirrel. Too bad he's not in season. That could have been dinner. All right, we found ourselves a nice dead log, and check it out. There's a grub. Now, normally grubs are edible, but I've never really seen this species before. It could be a type of caterpillar or something, so we're not gonna mess with it. That's pretty neat. But if he's out, let's see if we can come up with anything. I don't see anything. Dang. Well, still, not very often that bugs are on top of the log. So we're breaking our first Appalachia rule here. We're going off the marked trail. 1, because it's really pretty down here, and 2, because there's a huge tree in the middle of the path. So I'm just gonna walk around it, get back on the path up there. Oh wow, look at this. This is a beautiful spot. Just a small disclaimer. There's no service out here, just animals and trees. I'm on SOS right now. So all of this is pre-recorded and then posted later on when I get home. It's really pretty out here. Sorry, I'm just like really enjoying this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but something about the woods is just so alluring. I'm probably gonna die out in these woods someday because it's like it's so pretty, and part of me just wants to go walk off in a random direction and just explore. And I know the paths are here for a reason, but like, man, it's just so much stuff out here. It's just so pretty. I want to go see it. I want to hang out and just check it out, you know? And I mean, I'm pretty confident that if I went off trail, I'd be able to find my way back to it pretty easily. Even if it was that dark or whatever. It's muddy, I'm trying not to slip. Okay. But yeah, still kind of slippery. A really big deer print I just messed up there. That sucks. Okay, it's kind of sunny out here. It shouldn't be as muddy. All right, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, none of this is like, oh, I'm recording this and uploading it right now. It'd be cool to try to like stream something someday, but I don't know many areas out here where I get service. So it's probably never gonna happen. unless I go camping like my neighbor's backyard or something for a night and just stream myself camping. But I probably won't do that because, you know, people like to mess with you when you're doing stuff like that. So, yeah. I think I'm about at a mile now. This trail still goes for a while since I'm very far off of where I was originally heading. I'm probably not doing that 6 miles today. I am going to keep following this for a while and just see where it goes. And we'll see what happens. But like I said, I don't really know where this goes. I don't know how far it goes. So it'll be pretty difficult to judge. There's a lot of really big deer prints. How far I've went. There's a big pile. They do a lot of logging out here in this area that I'm in. So you come across a lot of just like huge mounds of trees and whatnot. I think birds really like to use those and other animals to make their little winter nests or whatever. Also a lot of huge rocks out here like that one. Where we were originally going, there was like giant rocks you can like climb on and whatnot. Super cool. But I don't think we'll end up there anymore. We're still roughly going the same direction as Rock City State Forest. We're just a lot lower in altitude, so I mean, like, I don't know, if I keep going, I might just end up in the middle of a town somewhere eventually. I guess we'll find out. I really hope that I don't end up, like, inside of, like, some kind of government property or something, because I've never been this way. Oh my goodness. Whoa, this view. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording and take some pictures. This is, wow. Look at this. I think I know how to get to that spot down there, that flat spot from another trail. I might have to camp there sometime. That is so pretty. All right, I'm gonna stop recording and take some pictures. And I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, we're now at 2 miles. I've decided to take a little seat. We've been following this river for a while. It's really pretty. It's really nice out here. Just taking a quick little break because it's this little shady spot is nice. It's pretty out here. Oh, I'm really enjoying the moment. This is what it's all about for me, you know. I don't care about how fast I get there or how long it takes me, you know. Just enjoy the moment, you know. Just stop and see what there is. If you're in a rush, then do a shorter trip, you know. If you're not, then take that chance. Take a long little trip. I thought I saw some leaks back there, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So I didn't go down to check it out. The woods are really pretty up here. It's just this one spot's really dark and the way the sun's hitting the hill, it's bright up there. My pants are gonna be a mess from sitting on this mud mound, but it's nice to just kind of take a break for a second. So, walk another mile down this trail, and if I don't see anything, I'm gonna turn around and go home. I didn't want to do more than 6 miles today, so I'm not going to. Yeah. But it's interesting. I definitely would like to plan a trip out here and take, you know, a whole day to really see where this goes and where it ends up at. It's really interesting to me because I've never taken this trail before. I know this area of the woods pretty well. I've hiked the Rock City State Forest multiple times. Down below me, there's a trail that kind of goes up to like an old reservoir. Pretty cool spot. I've hiked around there a little bit. I think we're about up past that now. So like below me is a little bit unfamiliar, and above me is unfamiliar. And this trail is unfamiliar, but I'm like, you know, I'm betting I'm still basically going the same direction. If in about 3 miles I don't start seeing Rock City State Forest signs, then that might be a little concerning, because normally it's about 2-3 miles. Then I start seeing like the state forest signs. Sometimes they've fallen off trees and they've been off the trees for ages and you don't see them. None of this is like actual hiking trails. It's old logging trails that just connect through the state forest. So none of it's like official. None of it's maintained. That's why we're coming across so many deadfalls that I've had to walk over and try to find my way past. But yeah, it's just really beautiful out here, and I'd like to see where all this goes, but it would take a long time. And like I said, it'll be a couple years before I take a shot at Appalachia. Because this is how I would probably do it, you know. I'd hike a couple miles, and I'd kind of check things out, and just really enjoy the moment of it all. It's beautiful. And, I'm not really worried about other people or animals or anything like that. I'm really hoping that some laws will change so that I can carry some essential pieces of survival equipment, to me, that are essential pieces of survival equipment, across state lines to do the whole Appalachia. But I mean, if not, I'll probably only do sections of it. Yeah, and I mean, if those laws never change, then this is really what it's about, man. I mean, I just want to go to Appalachia once. I want to go and just see it and say that I've been on it and I've done it. There goes a red squirrel. Though I think those are always in season. I'm not entirely sure, so we're not gonna get my essential piece of survival equipment out. But yeah, I'm going to try to post this video in a couple different spots, so that's why I'm being careful with my words. I'm going to start a YouTube. Well, I've got a YouTube, but this is probably what I'm going to do. TikTok, maybe Instagram. We'll see how we're feeling. I can't promise very regular uploads. You know, I don't know how frequently I'm going to do this or be able to do this. I've got a kid. I've got a job, and, you know, a lot of it to me is weather dependent. You know, I don't want to be out here in the nasty weather. Call me what you will. Maybe once or twice I'll do that. But, like, you know, my gear is not tested for wet weather. You know, call me stupid, call me whatever. You know, that's what it's for. It's to see if I'm doing this right, because I'm not, you know, looking at manuals and watching videos and reading and I'm out here, I'm learning. I've got my own gear, I've got my own pack. It weighs about 30 pounds. I guess if this video gets a lot of traction, a lot of likes, I'll do an unpack. I'll show you everything that's in my backpack other than, you know, my essential piece of survival equipment, because there's some websites that don't like that. But yeah, and I mean, earlier I said I'm going to try to learn how to start fires. I know how to start a fire with, like, matches and lighters. Who doesn't? I want to learn how to do it with flint and steel. I've never done it with flint and steel. So we're going to try to learn how to do that eventually. There goes a little ground mouse over there. Cool. Yeah. And I'm going to try to learn a little more of the hunting laws around here. I basically just get my tags every year. I do my hunting season, and then I'm done with it. But I know there's, like, some things that are kind of like year-round. You can hunt. Yeah, I'll probably do separate videos of hunting if I do videos of hunting, just because blood and whatnot can throw some websites off, and people don't like that all the time. So maybe I'll do, like, you know, release a video of the trip and then have a second video of the trip, but, like, uncut. We unalived a small animal and ate it on this one or something. But yeah, cool. All right, well, I should probably get walking again. We're having Easter dinner with the family tonight, so I need to be back to my house by probably 4 or 5 o'clock. It is 2 now, so yeah, I should probably get moving. I'm just really enjoying this spot. Alrighty, so let me know what you guys think about this kind of content. And if you want to keep seeing it, I'll try to keep posting it. But like I said, I'm not going to promise, you know, weekly or every other week uploads. You know, I'm just going to upload whenever I feel like it, because I'm not trying to make money off of it. I'm not trying to, you know, be some famous outdoors YouTuber. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this. There's going to be people that are like, you're doing it all wrong, or, you know, you got the wrong stuff, or you're not doing it right, or whatever. I don't care. I'm just out here enjoying myself. I just want to be out here. I just want to be with nature. Yeah. So I'm going to get walking. All right. We have made it to our 3-mile marker, according to my Apple Fit app, because I'm poor. I don't have a Garmin or anything like that. I'm recording this off of my Apple. Pretty steep climb right here that we ended at. So it'll be real easy going back. Just got to go downhill. I think we got one climb that I have to do. I tell you what, I'm so tempted to just follow the river back. I know that if I follow it, I'll end up back at my house because I know where this river goes. But I don't know how much of it's flat. I know there's a lot of like just straight drops. So we're not going to do that as much as I want to, because it just looks so pretty. Yeah, it's really nice out here. Again, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I would love to be able to do this weekly or every other week. You know, it's just so hard with work and my kid and everything. You know, I got to make time for the family too, and I'd like to, you know, keep them off the internet as much as possible, because people are weird. Yeah. Steep spot, I didn't want to fall. But yeah, we might just try to do what we can. I'm just not going to make any promises. Because, you know, I don't want people to follow me and subscribe or whatever, and then be like, oh, you only uploaded like 3 videos this year. Like, yeah, sorry, I just didn't have the time to get out there. And I guess that's a big part of it. I don't get a whole lot of time, but it's beautiful today. But it is Easter, so I got to get home and be with my family too. If it wasn't, I'd probably be camping out tonight. I'd go a lot further. Yeah, and then who knows? I mean, maybe I'll get back out here tomorrow. But yeah. So, thank you for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this, I guess comment, and I guess give it a follow, because I'm going to try to keep doing it. But don't yell at me when I don't upload for like 3 weeks, because stuff got busy. I'm also probably going to do some cooking stuff occasionally. You know, I'm not vegetarian friendly. I eat animals, but I also am learning about wild plants and what out here I can eat and what I cannot eat and what I can make into things. And so, you know, there could be some stuff for you too. Don't go lashing out at me when I'm eating small animals over a fire or something. It's just what I did. It's outdoor survival. And the truth of it is, you can't survive on just wild plants, especially in the winter. There are no plants in the winter. We're just coming out of winter. Everything's really just starting to come back to life. Ooh. Slippery spot. So there's not a whole lot out here right now that I've seen that's edible. Pine needles, I mean, but that's mostly just fiber and sugar. That's a weird shaped fruit. Look at this fruit. I thought it was like a bottle on the ground or something. That threw me off. Anyway, leeks. I got some leeks at home. I didn't see any leeks out on this side, but I got some leeks like a couple weeks back. I was just out foraging. If you want short form videos also, I guess leave a comment. Just say short form of me just like going out where I know there's leeks or I know there's certain things and I just forage for them and just kind of show you what the plants look like and what all you can do with them. I'm still learning about plants, so there won't be a whole lot of that unless I can really get to it and learn about it. But yeah, when hunting season comes around, I won't probably record myself hunting just because you never really know when or what you're gonna get. And it would literally just be a video of me walking around quietly in the woods with a survival essential equipment until we find an animal to unalive and then cook it there or bring it home. And you don't always find an animal. I mean, small game, I normally get one every time I go out, but big game, it's like, you know, some years you say I'm tagged out by the first week. Some years it's like I'm down to the last day and I haven't seen anything. So, you know, I'm not claiming to be no expert. You know, you don't always get what you're looking for. And I don't hunt everything either. I don't hunt turkey. I don't really hunt any birds. I mostly just hunt deer and like a couple of different small game animals. Mostly squirrels. I like squirrels. Yeah. We're getting back kind of into this really muddy area. I don't know if I recorded when I was walking through here the first time. It is just like mud pit after mud pit. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop recording now because there's a lot of mud pits coming up, and if I'm gonna fall on my butt, I don't want you guys to laugh at me. So, I guess we're gonna end the video here. Again, unless I come up with anything really cool. And I don't know how to edit, so hopefully this turns out all right. So, thank you for watching, and y'all have a lovely Easter. All right, I'm recording again because I see a lake. Way down there. I don't know if you guys can see the twinkle of the water, but I'm not passing that up. I gotta see what it is. So I'm about to go off trail. I know, dumb choice, but if that's not the reservoir and it's a lake that I didn't know was up here, that would be sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off trail and go see that lake. And I will make sure to record again when I get back onto a trail or if I get lost. So you guys can see that I'm alive. All right, check it out. It's the reservoir. It's not a lake. Well, it is a lake, but it's not a different lake. I knew this was here. Like I said, I didn't really know exactly where I was at, but we're at the reservoir. So yeah, we're a mile and a half away from home now. Here's an old trail. Cool. I don't know where this goes either, but it's like a dead end down that way because of the river. I'm gonna follow this little animal trail here. Check it out. Very pretty. So I'm alive. I know where I am. So that's good news. The bad news is we are on this side of the reservoir And we need to be on that side of the reservoir to get home. There's a river that way I can't cross, so I'm probably gonna have to go up a little cliff over there and come down, which I'm not looking forward to. But you know what? I'm the one that got off the trail, so I put myself in this situation. There are fish in here. I've caught some trout in this before. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get moving. I'm gonna take some pictures, and then I should be home very soon. I have to cross this little creek. I'm not too worried about it. I would jump right here, but I've got an extra 30 pounds on my back, so I'm not sure that I would make that. And if I did, it probably wouldn't be very good for my ankles. I would take this tree, but I don't think that's a good idea either. So we're just gonna get our feet wet, you know. My sneakers are waterproof, but all of this, I believe, is more than ankle deep. I ain't too worried about it, you know. I'm not gonna be staying out here tonight, so we can make some dumb choices like getting our feet wet, because we're going home. The luxuries of someone had a fire here. The luxuries of knowing that you're gonna be safe. And even if I wasn't, if I got lost somehow, even though I know exactly where I am, I've got a change of socks in my backpack. Ooh, that was gross. So my feet wouldn't be wet forever. This is gonna be really cold. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me suffer. Oh god, it is so cold. There we go, wet feet. That's for you guys, you're welcome. Now I've gotta climb this little cliff face here. Yay me. I can't record that because I need both my hands. So I'll get back to you guys when I'm at the top. Oh, so pros of having a very big, heavy backpack. I've got everything that I think I would possibly need if I were lost, injured, or if I just really wanted to go camping for about a week. Cons, when you make dumb choices and go off trails and you have to climb cliffs, it's very difficult. I followed this little stream up. I'm not quite to the top yet. I've still got a little ways to go to get to the top here. I'm on this little lump chilling for a second. It's not really like a cliff. It's not straight down, but it's pretty steep. Okay, so give me some credit here. I'm sucking a little bit, but you know, I'm having a great time. I can still see the reservoir. It's pretty up here. Spirits are high. I've got one more climb, and then I'm at the top, and then I can just follow a different trail home. This is gonna be such a backwards video because like my outro is gonna be in the middle of it because I made poor choices on my way home. But you know what? I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We can just be pretty. Look how pretty it is in here. We're just here for a good time. You guys don't care. Alright, well, I gotta climb a cliff. Alright, we're on the trail. We've successfully conquered the cliff. So we're gonna follow this home. I am tired. Look at that view though. It's all worth it. I guess I should have shown you guys like my options. It was either fall down a ravine into a river or climb up a cliff. And I chose climb up a cliff over fall down a ravine into a river. So maybe when I get back down here, I'll walk back up to where I would have had to cross that other river at. Just to kind of show you guys the other spot I could have chosen to get home. Or maybe I won't. And I'll make you guys wonder and I'll do a second video on it. Ooh, Nelly. The water's like blue, and it's green. It's super cool. It's all downhill from here now, though. No more uphills. Thank God. Alrighty, well, this is pretty much the rest of the hike. I don't think I'll be coming across anything else. It's like really life-changing, or cool, or just fun to watch me suffer. So I'm probably gonna stop recording here. Maybe take a few more pictures while I'm on my way home. To upload later. Yeah, I think this is a good stop for today. Alrighty, well, I think I'm just gonna upload this as is. I'm gonna patch all the different videos I took together, and we'll see how it goes. Y'all have a wonderful Easter, and thank you for watching.